The motion of this debate is this House regrets the sustainable practice in agriculture society. Now, in this modern world where countries have established their own way of living, agriculture industry remains to be the most important thing that a nation can live off from. Agriculture can provide the country needs of food and ingredients. Logically speaking, making it the most important asset in a country. Now, for the sustainable practice, it is a practice method where we can create a place and or environment of farming that is sustainable, in which the method aims to minimize the negative environmental impact as much as possible, and also to promote the balance of the soil health and create a long term of farming viabilities. Now, from the explanation alone that I've already given to you, we can see that sustainable practice will be beneficial in the long run, especially in such an important industry of the country. And so, with all of those things that I've said, we on the opening opposition would like to give you some reasons on why a sustainable practice is much more better to be used. Now, for the first reason, sustainable practice uses crop rotation to safeguard the health of the soil. First, crop rotation is a method in agriculture that means planting different kind of crops each time the farmer has planted each time the farmer has harvested their current crops. It can be started per season, and so it is basically like if the farmer have already planted potato in this season, the next time they can plant something like wheat. So it's not the same kind of crops. Now, the reason why crop rotation is better and good is because it can help with the fertility of the soil. How exactly? It is because with different kind of crops being planted on the same soil will make the structures of that soil become stronger and better, in which the soil will be able to hold more water in them, which is better because we want the crops to have water every time. And if the structure of the soil breaks, the water will not go towards the plants, which will be bad because it could create water shortage for the plant. And this also makes it that the water the plants needed will be lessened, where instead of where because of the strong structure, the plants could still take water from that soil instead of the water running away everywhere. Now, this is much better instead of the non-rotating method, because the structure of the soil will be the same, and this can risk the soil structure to fail, which I personally mentioned before is really bad. When this will make the structure that can hold those water breaks. Not only that, with non-crop rotating method, it will attract plants diseases easily. Imagine this: if a disease already know all the information beforehand on what the weaknesses of a plant is, then with these informations, diseases can easily feast on the crops and will make the soils deplete. Will make the soil's health deplete easily in the long term. Different with the crops that uses crop rotation, because each new seasons the crop planted are different, and so the diseases that could attack the crops won't be successful. Why? Because the diseases doesn't recognize those new crops, because they thought that the crops that they will attack is have the same kind of weakness that they can abuse. But no, it's different, and this will make diseases dying without being able to infect the new crops. And these different crops is better for the soil and can help to maintain high quality of the soil, which in turn will help with the result of the crop grade being higher when it's harvested. The second reason is because sustainable practice uses organic farming, And so, what is organic farming? Organic farming is a farming method that doesn't require synthetic products that have chemical mixed in them. And this is really important as organic farming is using a fully natural method to grow their crops, where if we use synthetic or man-made chemical product, it can increase a lot of problems such as mixing chemical into food that we will eventually eat. For now, it might be still okay to consume, but long-term usage of food with chemical in them can be really bad for the health. And health, where chemical substance will add up over and over, which can be lethal, especially to those who have weak body or are young, like babies, and also those with advanced age. Not only that, synthetic pesticides can also hurt the soil health, where if we consider the soil ecosystem organisms, such as the earthworm, and also other organisms that contributes greatly towards the fertility of the land, will be driven away, as that's what pesticides do. They drive away other organisms that doesn't that can eat the plants. And so in the future, the soil will have a decline in the health because it has no organism that can help. It has no organism. And so that can help with the recovery of the soil health, and this in the future will damage it permanently, and this makes it that the organic farming is far off with the benefit of using pesticide. And so chemical substance also can pollute the soil and the environment over time, which can leave a permanent damage where the soil can't be used anymore because of the damage. But with organic farming, it is safe and doesn't damage the land because it doesn't use anything that can pollute the environment. So we on the opening opposition believe that sustainable practice is still better because it is better for the soil of the land using the crop rotating and organic farming method that can sustain environmental health better rather than using non-rotation and synthetic product that can damage the land. And with the reasons we are proud to oppose. Thank you so much.